You guys, I'm excited for today. I have a floor full of trash from the haul that I just filmed, and a counter full of products that are just ready to be tested and put on my face. We doing it. We putting products on the face. And I did bring down my Saie. Actually, I heard somebody say it was Saie. So, I don't know. I brought my Saie slip tint down, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I want to put on everything without, but that is my SPF. I lied. We're going to put on the Saie slip tint. Trying a full face of First Impressions, full face of Clean Beauty. The only thing that is not going to be First Impressions are my SPF, my eyeshadow primer, and my mascara. But I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm not going to use a ton, and I'm just going to get this all over the face. You could also use your fingers. But this is like my favorite moisturizer and daily SPF. The Honest Beauty CC cream I also tried, which if you haven't seen that video, you can go back and check it out. It's good. It's thicker than the Saie one, but I just like love this one so much. It's just so glowy and dewy, and it just, my makeup literally looks so good on top of it every single time, without fail, without fail. Now we're gonna put on the cream foundation. So this is the Mob Beauty Cream Foundation in the shade Neutral 040. Looks like this. And I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush, I decided, because that's how I apply all my foundation. Ooh, oh my God. Coverage, hello coverage. Okay, I see you, Mob Beauty. Oh my gosh, that is coverage. I turned that down one for you guys. That is, I mean, I just did like one swipe in there, and the coverage level, it completely covered my pimple right under my nose. And I'm just kind of going with like what's left on the brush under my eyes because I know I have concealer. One swipe for the forehead. Oh my gosh. It also matches my skin really perfectly, that shade. Oh my gosh. That instantly, Gorgina. Georgina, like, are you joking? I just take what's left on the brush and blend on my neck. Okay, well, right away, I feel like I just fell in love. Just saying, I feel like I may have just fallen in love. I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm just going to press it into the skin and just pick up any like excess and get in any like cracks. But overall, I feel like we did really well with that. That just like literally blended out like a dream. Honestly, I'm not blending anymore with this. We're gonna go straight in with the Tower 28 Concealer. EP 5.0. Looks like maybe it's gonna be a little bit dark. I mean, sorry, Lily's little fuss upstairs. I don't do a ton of concealer, and I don't do it anywhere else on my face, and I don't like it super light. But I did get it, I thought I got a little bit lighter than my skin tone. And I do think it's pretty good. I could go a little bit lighter with this, but overall I'm pretty happy. It's light. It's a serum concealer, so it's gonna be light. I think right away I like my RMS better, but there's nothing wrong with this. It's pretty. We don't have any more cream products, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and set the face with the Mob Beauty Translucent Powder. You know me, I'm gonna use a light hand because I'm not a big fan of powders as a whole, but I need a little bit. So I'm gonna start by taking a little on my brush, swirl and tap, and then I'm gonna press it under the eyes, right on top of that concealer. I also, because like it is a cream foundation and it is on the wetter side, to layer, like if I don't put any powder down, oops, lost a brush hair. If I don't put any powder down, that bronzer is not gonna blend as well. So I'm just like pushing this powder into my skin. I don't like to sweep it because it can displace the foundation, so I always just push and tap off the excess. And that way it kind of absorbs, I don't know, it's just how I've been doing powder. I instantly like this better than I liked the Honest Beauty one. You can see that I still have like a nice glow and sheen, where the Honest Beauty one was like just very mattifying, and I definitely still have a nice glow. I'm gonna put on my MAC Painterly paint, or not Painterly, I'm used to saying that, soft ochre paint pot. And then I'm going to do my brows next, and I'm just gonna let that powder kind of settle into my skin. Let the foundation settle before I do bronzer over it. So let's try out this new brow pencil. I'm gonna scoot you in. The new brow pencil is from RMS. We got the spoolie on one end. Okay. And then the pencil on the other. Gosh, I feel like I look so washed out. I need bronzer. All right, and this is in the shade, I think it's light. Yeah. And I always kind of start at the corner and just like draw my line. Brows are not very exciting to watch get done, so I probably will speed through most of it, but I was mostly curious about like the color and the pressure. Looks pretty good. Okay, here's like a very weird nitpicky thing, but the where you hold it is like at the end. The cap is enormous for this pencil. So like this comes off here and this comes off here. So this tiny little piece right here is like where you can hold it. But if you hold it up here, that's gonna come off. And if you hold it down here, it's gonna come off. So there's just like a very specific finger spot to pull it apart, which I don't like. That's just like a weird random thing. We're gonna go in with the Ilia palette. And I think we're not gonna use the mixed metal today. I'm gonna use that for a different day. They do go together, but I don't want to use them together today. I just want to see how the Ilia palette performs. I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette, which is called Grace. And I'm going to put that. There's no mirror in this palette. I'm going to kind of use that to set the soft ochre. It's a very good like match for my skin tone. So it'll just set that for us. And then we're going to go in with this shade right here, which is called Unite. You hear the elephants upstairs in my house? Called my children and my husband. I'm taking that on the outer third and then blending it up into the crease. Those are blending so super freaking nice. Oh my god, I love. This is like an angled blending too, which is always just like nice for the crease. I always like to use it when I'm using like a lighter transition shade that doesn't need to be so precise. Okay, I moved you in a little more because I realized maybe you couldn't see that. But these just are gorgeous. Give me a little grace with the tutorials, guys. We'll get it back. It just take me a minute. And I'm gonna go into the reddish brown or the chocolate brown. I think we're gonna go with the reddish brown. This one's called Line Up. And I'm gonna take this. I don't think I have anything that has like a close-up mirror. So I'm gonna just get up and I'm gonna run it like in the outer third, right along the lash line. And I'm gonna kind of pack it on. And I'm gonna pull it up just a little. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a nice fluffy blending brush that looks like, I'm gonna take this blending brush. It's a Morphe M562. This is like one of my favorite brushes that they make. It's a super fluffy blending and I use it. It's so perfect for the lower lash line and for this. Just like blending the edge but not moving the product really. Because we are gonna do like a wing liner. So I'm gonna take it out and up a little bit. So I want it to blend. Oh my gosh. Just what's the word? Like label me impressed. Just impressed. That is just where I'm living right now. I'm just impressed with these shadows, honestly. We're gonna go in with our finger to this shade right here called 1979. And it is like the darker shimmer shade. I'm just gonna go with my finger and I'm gonna put this in the center and towards the inner corner. Now, if your finger is like a little too big, don't go to the inner corner, grab a brush and I'm gonna go like right before the crease, but not over that dark part. Gorge, 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 gorge. Before I do liner, I want to do the lower lash line. So I'm going to take that fluffy blending and I'm going to take the darkest shade. Normally I would go with the like middle shade I use, but I just want this concentrated in that outer corner, like that outer third. I'm just really smoking it out there and blending it back. Okay, so I'm not taking it any further in. I did one little dab. These are nicely pigmented when you get them on your eyes. When I was swatching them in the haul, my hand, I was a little underwhelmed, but then I was like, once we started using them, I was like, oh no, these are perfect. Is this one. It's the same brush, but it's just mostly clean or has like a taupey bronze color on it. And I'm just gonna clean it off on my paper towel here. Little hack. And then I'm just gonna run it back and forth. So sweep it towards the inner corner, but there's no product on it. So you're just kind of buffing out what's already there. Ilia Midnight Express Clean Line Liquid Liner. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, pretty. Oh wow, really nice and dark. Okay, let's scooch my mirror up. We're just gonna line, start in the middle. I'm just using my Tarte Big Ego mascara. That's the one I have that's like mostly clean. We're going to do our bronzer. This brush, this is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH11. This foundation looks gorgeous, you guys. I'm sold. Like, I love it. And the powder. They both look great. The serum concealer, I could take it or leave it. I think the RMS Uncover is better. Okay, so this looks super dark. I'm just gonna dot it on my hand first. Okay, it is dark. Just see if it blends out okay. Oh yeah, okay. And it does have some kick up. Just gonna have like a nice light little touch. We're just gonna build gently. Okay, it's building nicely. Just making sure it doesn't get patchy on me. I do feel like I need to rub it on my hand when I pick it up, because I pick it up and it's like pigment on the brush. So, and then when I do that, it does seem to be going well. Okay, I like it. I'm getting that, like, I'm getting used to it. I feel like I can go straight on with it. Like, I don't have to tap it on the back of my hand necessarily anymore. Snatched. Okay, then we have the Han Pressed Blush. And I like to use a really fluffy blush brush because I don't like a ton of pigment. I like to really control my pigment, and this one does look like NARS Orgasm a little bit to me, and it does read pigment. Tap. Look at that. Woo! And tap off the excess. Oh, there's a lot of kick up in the pan too. Ooh, tapping that off on my hand too. Oh, wow. I think with one tap, I can maybe do both cheeks, no lie. And I like to go up on my forehead just a little bit with like whatever's left on my, okay, that's pretty though. Up on the forehead, and I sometimes go over my nose, not a lot. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, which I love. I'm kind of all about the glow. Little on the chin. Okay, I really feel like that's good, especially because we're gonna have a bright red lips. Bright red lips. Then we have the Mob Beauty, and oh yeah, I showed you that was Han. This is the Mob Beauty Sparkle Balm. I think we're gonna go with the sponge. This is a cream, but I'm feeling pretty confident that it's gonna sit okay over it. It's so glitter, guys. I love it. Do you see? Do you see? Highlighter, no highlighter. Highlighter, no highlighter. Highlighter. No, I seriously can't wait to see like that. I can't look in the mirror when I'm doing that, but it looks in the camera or in my mirror like a huge difference. So I don't know if it is. This is not one that I would put on my nose. So we're not gonna do that. But seriously, I can't even. And it actually doesn't look as glittery. Doesn't look as glittery on the skin. It's really shimmery. And I'm just impressed with how everything is sitting right now. I'm gonna take my powder brush and I'm just gonna kind of clean up and soften my edges where my bronzer and blush. I just feel like sometimes by my nose, I like need to do that at the end. I feel like that's really pretty. And now we have our lip. Do we think we can do it without a lip liner? I'm gonna take my brow pencil. That's what I'm gonna do. Use my brow pencil. And I'm gonna line my lips. Just so we have like an outline. And then this is the Pound Cake cake batter liquid lip in maraschino. And it is a bright red. And you guys, I'm not kidding you. I really could not be happier with this look. We'll do final thoughts right after this. I have to stop talking to apply. My daughter's gonna freak out. She loves when I wear red lipstick. I am shook at how pigmented that is. As the product is so thick, it's not like those liquid lips that are watery, so then you feel like you need to touch up with the liner. I'm in love. Like, seriously, with this whole look. I'm gonna do one more thing on the lips. That is one swipe of color, by the way. I did not go over with a second layer. I am so impressed. I don't have a setting spray, but honestly, I don't think I would put a setting spray on this. Like, I think that truly, this might be the most impressed I've ever been. And I know I can't remember every video I've ever done, but the most impressed I've ever been with a full face of first impressions. Truly, everything is like blowing my mind right now. I'm downright shocked. The only thing that did not blow me away is the Tower 28 Serum Concealer, which a lot of people really love. But if you want something like super, super light, like that you could wear every day without foundation, you could use this. If you want something with more coverage, because I don't really have super horrible dark circles under my eyes, but the RMS Uncover is better. It's like that same consistency, but as this, like really light, but it's fuller coverage, and that's what I would go for, and that's clean also. But like, honestly, everything else has downright shocked me. My skin looks like doll skin. And I knew that the reviews for this Mob Beauty foundation were really good and the powder, but I was not expecting this kind of transformation. And this kind of performance. I am floored. As of now, I would recommend every single thing except for the serum concealer, but you know my recommendation on that and what it would be for. And I'm so happy with my makeup today. I can't wait to see how this lip lasts because it's Gorgina. It feels like it's gonna dry down, but also like it would transfer. So I'm not gonna kiss because it's still drying. I can feel that, it's a little wet still, but it does feel like it would transfer a little bit and that you would have to touch it up when you eat. And that's what I'm curious about because the Bare Minerals one that I just tried, like just wore really well. So it'll be curious to see how this one holds up to it. But you guys, I'm in love. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. Thanks for being here with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.